Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on the brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring, and to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM.
Transfer charges chop off a chunk of what you're sending. With no sonko, you can send money for free with AfriMoney any day, anytime, no matter the amount. Dial *161*1# now to send money for free with no charges. AfriMoney, no sonko.
We na RC Bank, with Usim Kopo, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank, of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank, with a Visa debit card. You can do your transaction any side of the world inside your day.
We na Master Sabi for digital banking business na Salon.
Na RC Bank, now we get the best low interest rate na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank, we ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank, we dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-copper, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with me. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, on a here. We na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan banking business na Mama Salon.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to homes, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Samuel Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
All the time, after I see motorman sin, them can give me reason what to make them do bad. Then can say, Dan, because of me circumstance, because I can feel stressful, because I didn't say poverty. Or they can blame other person. They say, because other person, treat me fine, nah that make I do bad, nah that make I sin. But what did the Bible say about that? What in person they talk, they come out inside him at. Now that they make the person no clean, na God yai. Now the act they make person make up for do bad, for live free life, for thief, for kill, for keep other person where for man, for put yai upon other person property, for do any kind bad, for make people fool, for dwell in company name, for make proud, and for do foolish thing. Now all them bad thing they come out inside person in act, and then they make person sin. Kushe, me name na Dan, and this na me program, Wetin the Bible Say. If you enjoyed this message, I hope say you go watch more episodes them on me Facebook page, Wetin the Bible Say. And together, we all go grow for learn and for do Wetin the Bible Say.
So many calls and on. When I say I love you, baby, now you wondering I'm sorry. I no go one make you vex at all. Cause the baby where you see me, I know that I'm not me paddy. You know sabi vex more. Even though person go and maintain you with money. Me na man but I go cry small. Yeah, they both forgive me, I dey beg you, I'm sorry. Boo boo boo. Me I no want for lose you. Me boo boo. Billy Gole. Bad bush not there for no bad boyfriend. Bad bush not there for to any bad boyfriend. Billy Gole. Bad bush not there for no bad boyfriend. Ooh, yeah. Bad bush not there for no bad boyfriend. Like me, no. Bad bush not there. You dey sweet me like a tune. And if I dey overdo, no for drum in your closet and give me you love. If I ever be a pot, you now go drink all the juice. Baby, give me that your legal sauce. I'm still getting obsessed with you. Baby, me not the make her they cry for love. If I just elope with you, make we run, make we go on it up for love. Me beginning, me ending. If I lie to you, make a bend. I want football team, if not for picking self in a bad for defend. Bad bush no dey photo any bad boyfriend. Billy Gole. Bad bush no dey for no bad boyfriend. Ooh, yeah. Bad bush no dey for no bad boyfriend. Like me, no. Bad bush no dey. In the moti mujabi, manya lubadi. With you I'm complete, Papa got mu heavy, make them they see that the love has breathe, Yeah.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello, Famvudem. Good morning. Welcome once again to the brunch brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Of course, you know, say me your name now, Lawrence Head. Well, they named them Boku Pastor, and then you get Deslin, you get Lawrence, you get Chuku and Mecca, then you get the head now. But I do the beer with the Lawrence Head for make nobody know what say, well, this guy, so he named them to Boku, I don't know, so one for start with. But anyway, most people know me as Emoji Lawrence, and that is due to, of course, my music career and all of that. But besides that one day, I am the host of the brunch show, and you know, say the brunch show, they come to you Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Obviously, where we can kind of not for nothing, we can want for bring come real life topic that we could help we all for able for, I would say, face the different challenges that we face in our salon in a far better way. That's the best way I can put them. We can bring real life topics, real life conversations, and thing that we man that can forget for talk, but we'll get together, we'll talk about girlfriend, talk about my business, but the thing that we matter, we're not a great talk about that. So we don't create this platform now for make we able for talk about that. I make we say, yeah, so when they forget for talk about nothing. Say what in you more say, you say in the brunch we talk about everything. So the thing themselves where you know want to talk about, yeah, we talk about them. I will create the platform for make you self when they listen to me, able for joining the conversation, ask question, put you on one or two pepper and salt inside it for me, we able for find the solution together. So no worry, they can get a wonderful time. But how we can usually do, I will kill one for start first with Papa God, then from Papa God now we go now to the quote of the week, and from there we go hear about the topic and see the different presents that we hide inside the show today. So for me, we get quickly the quote. One from me, we all go to the book of the quote for today. They come from the book of Psalm 127 from verse 3 to 5, and it says, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them." So it clearly they show we say Papa God is here and say picking up fighting from make we as not a man then get, and he say even if you get in the young stages of your life, now good thing. He say you now man we blessed. We for full up your quiver with them. When me say inside Papa God you the best time for born now when you young. So if you not possible they wait for born after you don't 40, it is well. But there is a better time, you know, you can do it earlier. Let's think about it in the 28s, 30s, you know. Let's try to do that. Anyway, going also to the quote of the week. We get the quote of the week where they come out from Liam. The quote of the week they come out from Liam, and I believe his name is Liam Neeson, and it says, "Every cliche about kids is true. They grow up so quickly. You blink and they are gone. So spend the time you have with them now. That's the joy. And sure say you make use of that time day." I mean, you know, say picking get for married, left me like us. And not saying I like you, not like your business. He love you, but you get for continuing life. So you see that moment where you get to the men and not just use that for men and also make memories. And sure say you maximize that time day where you get with them. And I believe say you yourself go tell God thank you one day say you do that day. Well, coming now to our topic, man, you know, people like now my voice somewhere here. We'll get one voice, we'll get one face, we'll get oh my God, the last time he can answer, you know, he make I know say I need for try married. You know, married now something man and need for to think about. And we have a wonderful woman in the studio. Of course, he go one for introduce himself. The friend introduce himself. I also want to give you the topic for today. Today we want for talk about abortion. You know we'll talk about the kind of talk and they say we want to talk about abortion. You ask one drop first, wait till one say, how they can come out. Well, they can't know about all that one day, but for me, then they happen first. We won't forget with guest for introduce himself. She's beautiful, she's lovely, she is very, very knowledgeable in the medical field. They don't day into this thing for over 15 years, according to which I don't know. And she's also married, she has kids. So now he say when you go na YouTube, you see how you able for connect. You need to connect Nayanat, and she's already very well connected. The balance now you got no from her. So I will give you the opportunity to talk. Introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Dr. Wui. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist. I have before the Beauty Alliance.
Okay, we want to know a little bit more from you about you actually.
Okay, so as you say, being a graduate of College of Medicine, I do my postgraduate studies na Makerere University in Uganda.
Now, sorry?
Makerere University na Uganda.
Because we don't understand. I'm like, what?
Okay, so so university na Uganda, Kampala, Uganda, and there I do postgraduate studies.
Okay.
And then I do me MPH na University of Edinburgh na Scotland. So so I run the Women's Place Medical Center where they na Moritong across from grammar school main gate. So mostly we deal with women's health and we also do pediatrics as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
woman and Pekin.
Basically.
Yeah.
What if somebody wants to know something a little bit unofficial about you, like something fun? What you can do for fun? How you can get a wonderful time? Because I know they can kill you with all the experience. But how do you have a wonderful time? How do you spend your time?
Mostly at home. Mostly at home. I don't get a wonderful, social life per se. No, mostly I think I work a lot, and so as you said, they say what you say, spend time with your bikini because they can't leave you soon. So I make
good use of the time.
Use of that time. So when I do have free time, I make sure we have a good time together.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I believe that at least you get a good time with your picking there, and you get the opportunity. And you had to see yourself. I don't see somebody who will take a lot of pictures. So. You didn't take pictures,
no, I just my phone gave it in 7,000 pictures.
So you see, this is a good thing. So at least we know, say you they make good memories, and just in case yourself they out there, you know, mama, take example. Look, take example. So man can say the reason me not one for take better pictures, and because some man can say me are not photogenic, or me I know assistant puts camera phones my nothing for do.
Oh, I don't think you need for. Remember that, and then as you say, it's the memories. It's looking back and just creating the memories. So the memory is not important.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into the conversation for today. Of course, we'll talk about abortion today, and of course, abortion are one of the most frowned at topics there in the world. Nobody really know one for talk much about them because we get a lot of people that come from various sides. The way they all can get their own side where they make sense, and they get the side where what makes sense to other people there.
Right.
But firstly, before we go into anything about the whole abortion, we want for get them from the medical point of view, like waiting in abortion, rather than I just can't begin talk with him. He believes in abortion from.
Okay. So medical standpoint, what we mean say na abortion na basically where the pregnancy terminate as in end, whether na you do more, whether na reason they no not supposed do for per se.
Okay.
Whether na you do as in na you initiate the process, or na inside hospital the process initiated because one or two conditions they will need for let the pregnancy end. So in from the medical standpoint, and then we mean when we use the word, and not say in layman's terms, it's mostly like you go pull belly. But when we in the hospital use the word abortion, not to dande we mean you go pull belly. Yes.
So according to the hospital, pull belly not to think.
No, I'm not say dande. Quite. I'm saying. As long as the pregnancy not reach age of viability, last year we talk so we talk about say for this part of the world we once let the belly reach 7 months. For we say there is a chance of this baby surviving, there is a chance of this baby living, so to speak. So any pregnancy way end, whether or not the person or na a reason within the hospital make it end, we term an abortion. Any pregnancy we end before that 7 months day, and then we term as an abortion. So I will try for.
I remember you were showing us something about that. I remember we talked about last week. We talk about miscarriages. That we talk about the fact say, well, we some women they miscarry and not even know that them even get belly.
Right. No, then you know go term as an
abortion.
I mean, yes,
it's a termination.
Well, no, it isn't a. Well, I get your point. Like it's a complete abortion, meaning all thing don't come out. Maybe in a test somewhere you go test now, you find out say, I was pregnant because something and the hormones and where they be associated with pregnancy, then the day inside you even after the actual products. Don't come out. So yes, that would be a complete abortion.
So to a certain extent, so we wouldn't, I would say, accept say that the layman's terms now with the fella. Well, that is simply the tell we say we all, basically whether you want to agree or not. We're not really supposed for to use the word abortion, probably till they talk about, because to a certain extent we don't misuse the word abortion.
Yes and no. By that I mean, if somebody willingly want for terminate in pregnancy, it is an abortion. But it just means to say now you they induce some. It is an abortion. But I just to say, even I have had, let's just get an example. Somebody lost in pregnancy. And this pregnancy they may be around 4 months or something. But it wants like write a note to the in workplace for say it all lost this pregnancy. The fact that I used the word, because I think, say, it was what we call threatening. Like, for say, go begin the spot small. Then, we'll say, bed rest. You are big, lay down, not get sex, we'll put you on certain medication. So it might actually work, and sometimes it does not work. God, in your wisdom, they decide, say, no, this belly for come out, so to speak. So when the belly eventually come on out, yes, eventually this now a complete abortion, all thing come on. So me writing that word abortion, obviously, that person, be take offense because it remember I say would I ever get for read this go say na me go pull me belly. So like I had to explain properly and then I made it what I was supposed to.
So you see today we own conversation. I believe that usually have people that can go about the conversation of abortion and can kind of say it's not poor belly, this sort of poor belly, not so that they will come. Just in case you're out there and you want to make who can begin to talk about this not poor belly, this not poor belly, not so that they will want to talk about here. There is something about abortion I feel like I say people they pay attention to. To a certain extent, there's a reason why we try to clarify the actual meaning of the word medically. Because truly the word not come on the other side, not from the medical people there. So if you try to use it wrongly now you they bring misunderstanding to yourself. So don't bring that clarity today. But now what we want to talk about now a situation in which, because there are situations in which you see this choice of having a child or bearing a child. It's not as easy as one man, like for the other person.
Right.
Like, for example, you go say, let's take an instance of a situation in which somebody, hamburger bars them, break into a house, then thief, and then rape them. And let's say 2 weeks after, unfortunately, can't realize, say, or a month later, I can't realize, say, he's pregnant. Say, actually giving birth to that child is not as easy as that way. Say, hey, go get him, boyfriend, go get him. Whether the first, whether it's Sabi, we go consciously put into another position and say, they can't bond this thing, we get out of that kind of situation. Right. So you see, like these are challenges where I feel like I say people need to try for address. Then these are things that are happening in the world. And also, you can think about also some people that also go find themselves challenged in situations very similar to that. But then now might not be sometimes more say rape cases. We can think about somebody where I would say come out from a family where then gets a bad sickle cell disease, and based on the kind of sickle cell disease and how the thing they affect them, he can't find out say get belly, and doctor then tell him clearly say this you try it die.
Okay, so valid points, right? So we know say, or we know say inside salon, abortion is illegal. Okay. Meaning by law, no woman no get right, so to speak, for workers on site into a hospital and say, I want to terminate this pregnancy. But waiting you they say so, example, I started studying at Uganda. There are certain situations in Uganda, abortion is illegal, but then there are medical exemptions.
Wow, that's
Inside certain reasons, then they way you go now hospital and say at a request. As long as the head of the hospital don't sign, then it means to say you get the legal right for request. You didn't mention rape. Where we know say even though we they advocate that if any woman don't be assaulted sexually, we get medication for prevent a pregnancy. But sometimes obviously because of stigma, because of taboo, then they present early on. So it means to say by the time they present, maybe there's a possibility of a pregnancy. So that's now one, as you say, the psychological effect of carrying a pregnancy under the circumstances that it could be difficult. We get, even though we talk about, sexual and gender-based violence, we also get incest which can happen. Within families. That's not a situation where I think say any young girl or woman go on for carry that kind of pregnancy. So those situations, certainly, we get certain medical conditions, as you have mentioned, where it be to say may affect the woman's health or may affect that unborn baby's health. For example, they already don't tell you, say, you get some kind of abnormality. Where say maybe not compatible with life. Or where say go disturb that baby in the future. Or where you self as the mama or as the pregnant person, where it possible say it can affect your health. Those are situations where the powers that be for most likely make concrete legal exemptions for, so that people then they one day say, well, am I doing something right or am I not doing something right? So yeah, I agree with you.
So you want for me can say you or you say in other ways for salon the exemptions sending another day?
Not that I'm aware of. No. I mentioned the last time, say, I did do a show on AYV when I come back from Uganda. And one of the topics that we'll be talking about, I had a female lawyer on. And one of the things that we talk about was, the laws as it relates to women's health. And that was 3 years ago. Even then, I don't know of any law now that says abortion is legal under those circumstances.
Wow.
No. I'm not aware of any law that says abortion is legal under those circumstances. In Sierra Leone. So basically, it means to say if you're doing whatever you do
under the table,
so to speak.
So indirectly, if somebody rape somebody today and it come out to go according to the law, for pull that bikini.
According to the law, there's no law that says abortion is legal.
Wow.
And to be, I mean, maybe we'll talk about that, but I know that the blanket clause maybe people are worried about, because when you say just legal, it means anybody can just go and say I want police belly. But certainly, and that's not safe either.
Yes.
So not to dandina the idea. The idea is just there are these circumstances where we talk about where it makes sense. It just makes sense that there is a clause that separates that then people then they from, as you say, you get your boyfriend today vex and say I'm not fit for those kinds of things, right? I think there's certain situations and day where it makes sense for say, okay, if you choose not to carry this pregnancy, or if you and your doctor don't decide, say you should not carry this pregnancy, you shouldn't.
So, talking about this is bringing me to a place where I'm kind of scared for the world where we live in, especially the world, especially the reality where they happen, where we will get guidance as salon. In the context of Sierra Leone, it's really not sounding favorable at all, especially in very rare extreme cases, like for example, we don't talk about rape. So, because just like we talk about the psychological effect on the woman, it's naturally easy to try to forget experiences like that than to have to live with it for the rest of your life. Like, for example, most say somebody, unfortunately, would thrive, will not go, and I will say God forbid, but most say somebody, unfortunately, found himself in a situation in which she was taken advantage of by somebody in a street where they were kind of net or something. And that person, they really just want to forget that experience, and they try to run away from that day. And you not get a choice by law passing for hide. And then I reality we can make sometimes if you check what's going to end up do now or fence them, I would say then it's mess in there, we then can just take and we don't hear a lot of serious people, young people that would die carelessly on different terms and like this. And I feel like it's because these exemptions have not been made clear or have not been opened yet. Because you know what, in almost speaking, they will go and come on a street one day, sometimes in the rape at a very early age and come and say, this people will get and also be the papa.
So, let's just chime in a bit. I mean, God forbid, sexual assault into something where I think, say, having a baby now a constant reminder.
Yeah.
But even without a baby, I think Zilla will be clear, say there's most likely a lifelong psychological effect
on that. Wow.
So la no even belittle that point. Okay. It's something that carries through.
Okay.
Where part of the package obviously is supposed to be counseling, right? And as you say, me not a lawyer, but the idea is that there definitely should be, checks and balances. So even if we were to, the governments, the policymakers, whoever it is, even if then they come up and say these people are allowed or are covered or able to go through and decide about their reproductive health, I think say there should be checks and balances, not like for say the person just to go say, oh, now so happen. You must get a police report, you must get a medical. There must be something for let it be to say fine. Okay. Because again, I repeat, from us, we as you mentioned backdoor methods, because certain people feel like for say. Wait till we can see in a hospital, this person don't go to a pharmacy, don't go buy whatever they buy, or don't go to a mommy or somebody, they don't go chuk whatever they do. Then we can now get the back end of those situations. Person go can they bleed severely. You remember, also I forget blood and all of those things. So we want to let there be checks and balances for the one the way, covered, so to speak. I think so that they're very right for what we do. On the other hand, maybe we'll not reach days, but I just say on the other hand, I think say the last time I also be they talk about the importance of contraceptives, family planning, because quite clearly, if you not ready for picking, you day on a preventive method, you not go get pregnant. I mean, even though the failure rates are really low, but you know what I mean. So it means that the rates of abortions, the rate of you seeking out for terminate a pregnancy, it could be less if you do on a contraceptive.
Like talking about contraceptives, I feel like I say it's nice for also ring this thing as now we all use them like one. Firstly, I want everybody to know that Sierra Leone is a very religious state.
Right.
If before we were actually very Christian, now we have been deemed a Muslim state. And if you check inside the Quran, you check inside the Bible, nobody's supporting these things. Nobody's supporting sex before marriage. Nobody's supporting abortions. Nobody's really supporting you to go and think that you can. Yeah, I'm young. I can have fun. Yes, you can have fun, but have a better fun than this one. There's nothing fun about that one. So these are things I want to clearly say, because when they talk about abortion, nobody knows if you say cancer now they encourage somebody to go out there and begin to get frivolous sex in any way. That's not what we're doing here.
So when you ask me for do these subjects, we had a back and forth with regards to religious sensitivities, moral sensitivities in a country like this. But if you ask me or maybe most of my colleagues, waiting we go say is the fact that let we not think say because we consider certain subjects as taboo subjects that they are not happening. Sidoya, so last week I also they mentioned to you say I don't get a lot of parents where they carry their adolescents picking them. Follow we talk about sex and them if nagal picking them period and all the rest of it, because maybe they're not equipped with the knowledge or the tools for able to pass on the message. But I think that's a very important first step. Of course, because quite clearly if you grow up at a home usai these conversations are not being had, you go seek information elsewhere.
Thank you.
Obviously I'm in my 40s. I may grow up and there was no internet, there was no this, there was no that, right? Now everything is at their fingertips. And if you talk to you paddy them, you could most likely go give you wrong information. You know what I mean? So it's just important that we create an environment so we forget open conversation, not mean to say you're leading somebody on. I think that very important. Because in a hospital, I don't see girls less than 15 being pregnant. So clearly it means to say things are not happening, like in terms of conversations are not happening. And so let we not feel like, for say, if we are quiet, now no, you not go no. Tell you not go tell you say no. Tell you not go tell you say no.
I feel like when it comes to this part of the conversation, it better they can talk as well, because especially the fact that we are very religious in Ireland, we try our best to, like, I would say, hide under the table very important things that we self, I would say, somehow affects we negatively. It affects we negatively because we not be know, and just because it was a culture before, say parents and they talk to picking them about sex, not being said for continue in that culture, especially in this 21st century, where the sex where they talk to them about the photo on phone, the photo on computer, and all of that. It don't reach to the place where we all get to understand. Say, okay, this thing is no longer a taboo. I remember the times. Remember they tell me, but in the days, like you know, girl picking, you get belly. Like, trust me, you need to come on and do. Not like, not to bad. You need to go school. You need to if you need to go church. Church being said, they hide you. The whole family, they hide you. And it's like it's a big disgrace. Now, the stigma where you get picking, not that day. Like, in fact, now, picking actually they take them very cool. So, man, they say, oh, me na baby mama. All man get their own new stuff and nonsense stamps where don't bring inside this thing. We don't make it, don't begin look normal and okay.
It is not normal. I think, say, let get stand and declare for us. One of the things that we are, that make we unique and make we, who we are is our culture. So culture important. And certainly no parents no go once like 16-year-old gets pregnant. It remember about your future. It remember how it take care of a baby. All of those things. Certainly. No parents no want Sunday. But waiting we also no want. And for let a 16-year-old feel like for say, I not even naturally as you they go through puberty, you get all the emotions them. You get all the desires the way they come up. That just part of how we body day. So somebody day we need for they talk to this young boy, young girl for say, these are the changes where you they go through. This is how you take care of yourself and quiet things down. That's not like for me when I deal with the adolescents, that's not the important thing. Sex not a natural part of life. But there is a right time for it. So for that, for me, not the important. It's a natural part of life. But when they say, oh, if you now begin see girl picking, if you're not boy picking, you begin see girl picking, and now in that kind of way, you're wrong for it. You're not. But it means to say you're supposed to control your desires. Same way for the girl picking. If you begin see boy picking and that way, you're not. It's just you're growing up. You're growing up. It's a normal part of life, but you're supposed to be responsible in how you conduct yourself. But you see, again, as I say, if that boy or girl not get personal, also way it is able for talk to, like for say, I feel this way. You create an environment so they go get information elsewhere. And most likely, this is not wrong information. So in no way, I don't think say any doctor. I don't think say any person go advocate say, oh, every 16-year-old supposed to go get sex or something of this. It's not like that. No. Because quite clearly, even these, when they talk about abortion, repeated abortion, it gets so many effects for your future. You know what I mean? So we want let it be to say people, young girls abstain. Make sure say they concentrate but in school for sure. Until they know say physically, mentally, financially, then they're in a position for able for engage in such activities. That is the conversation.
And also maritally, you did at that place. But this is the thing now where you see, I like the fact that you have brought it from that part. In fact, we can talk about something very similar about. But I like the fact that it came from that angle. Why? Because we as say it don't begin to feel like a norm. That's alone. I'm not talking about it being accepted
Okay.
in, I would say, in the church, in the mosque, in formal gatherings, or by the parents. I mean, unfortunately, if one for check by statistics, right now the ages of people from, let's say, the late 30s going down, like late 30s to 0 year old, the people that the population of Sierra Leone, that is like 60 something percent. They're the highest. So at the end of the day, even if we have the religion frowning at it, even if we have the parents frowning at it, they're not better compared to the vast majority.
They engage in the activity.
Yes. Yeah. So at the end of the day, because the young people they don't buckle so much than the older people them, they make, even though the old people they know they stand for them, even though if you like say the religion still they frown at them, the impact not as
which is why important again, as I say, that the conversation starts young. Then one day we all 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, when they know right from wrong, when they know say certain things and they want not supposed to do, and they wonder this way they can grow into the next generation, they get picking them. Maybe then go create that environment they now for able for getting in conversation here so easily. With their children, whether they're boys or girls. But I think, like we say, we parents and generation not be equipped with that tools for able for talk to we in that manner. So certain things then we had to learn on our own, by the way. But we want for make sure say now young people of nowadays get able forget that conversation day.
So like how we did, I believe so already begin step into different causes, reasons then why make it very important for me. We begin look at who side this thing they come out. Why make it on Boku? So why make it on time? So don't say firstly, I believe said just like I don't highlight and the fact that this talker so not on the talker. But besides the fact that when they talk, I get any other reason you think say they make this abortion thing don't seem for they on an increase these days?
Well, with young girls, the communication for sure, but also peer pressure. I feel like for say we live in a world where a lot of people want a lot of things where maybe they're not able to afford or they forget, and certainly if you engage in sexual activity because of finances or whatnot, at that young age, you may not want to continue, and especially if you're not equipped with the knowledge of contraception. It means to say you engage in sexual activity, you get pregnant, and now all of a sudden I want for campulam. Certainly, if you're an older woman, different things that can happen in life in terms of relationships. You go there with person, obviously, when they find maybe you get pregnant and maybe the person now wants the pregnancy. Or if you're thinking you're going to get married and then Belle come out and then the person said, no, I don't think so, they married you. Like, there's all of them things and the way people then can come up with as possible reasons why they go want to get an abortion. Again, all the more reason why the idea of contraception is so important. Because until say if you're not obviously of reproductive age and an adult, you are also able to make that decision. They say yes, we're ready for a child, then it's easy, as opposed to having repeated abortions.
Okay, so I believe another reason why we don't hear a lot of people in the complaint. Like for me, I had the opportunity to have a one-on-one with a lady that unfortunately, like I don't know how to say him. It's challenging to bring the story out like that and tell what I can call him. But she went through a very unfortunate ordeal. She was adopted, and then she was adopted in Ghana and brought to Sierra Leone to be raised. And the father, the adopted dad, since age 8, started to
sexually abuse
her. And it was not something that was hidden from the mother.
Hey.
And it continued until she was like 15 to 17, around those ages when the father died.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So it's not like she was brought up in a home that was poor. The people had money, literally everything. She went to the best schools, Lebanese school, and the amount. She had everything she needed. But it came to a point where she was so sexually active that nobody could control her. She had money, she had resources, she had everything, but she consciously stepped out of the house and said, you know what, all I can be in this world. What's your want for being a girl? Simply because you want to get sex?
No, not so simply because you want to get. See, what they talk about psychological issues. You, I think, say, the idea of counseling, the idea of, ensuring that people will don't undergo then kind of traumatic events and they get the proper help they need. So again, we're not big on mental health. Now, this part of the world, it's almost as if person would say, "Bia, God day, oh," and I will deny that day. But like the idea of who do I talk to when I feel, a certain way, we're not big on that. But because I think that person they be just a cry out for help. I think I'm not thinking that something we just choose for do, but obviously because she was so, traumatized by in long-standing events, experiences, now make it happen that way. So yes, a person like that, especially if they get multiple partners, especially if they use contraception, definitely she's at risk of multiple.
And she has.
She is at risk of that because, again, with sexual trauma, minus the fact that the package what we supposed for they do. We suppose for the ensure say then people have to get counseling. We suppose for prevent any sexually transmitted infections by giving certain medication. We suppose for the test them after a while for CCS because some of the infections they are so where the attacker go get they show up immediately. You can forgive time for able for test back. We supposed for give medication for prevent a pregnancy. But the counseling is not just today because the medication, the testing maybe it's a 1 time or 2 time. But the counseling is not just this happened to you yesterday, Kala can talk today. You okay? Okay, yes, okay. Done. It's not like that.
So like how long do you think they would
as
need
long as she needs it or he needs it, because I will not even say we talk now but woman and abortion, but we'll campaign sexual abuse. They will not even say not just woman, because men also can be abused, especially young boys. So as long as the survivor, because not a victim, what they call them again, as long as the survivor needs the counseling, to be honest, because hearing a story like that just makes me really sad because you imagine all those years waiting that person they go through. So again, when we talk about clauses in the law or ensure say those people are protected, that's a prime example. Because I don't see how that person it go take a lot for like one get a stable relationship because the distruster already did it. Right. And then I think it will be hard. It will be hard.
So indirectly, we just don't establish, say, just in case you're out there and you feel say this still can do, because I don't even know like when she told me the story, I don't know how to like say it well, but I know before package my emotions then, because like knowing that the father did that or the stepfather or the adopted father did that was already bad enough. But knowing that the adopted mother knew about it, didn't do anything about it.
We did do a lot of protection in this part of the world. You hear stories of, as you say, if now within the home, the first thought is, hey, I don't want to give me man problem. The thought is never about the child. The thought is always, I don't want to give me man problem. What I go do if they put in a jail or they in disgrace, whatever the case may be. And I think for sure we mindsets need for change because then young girls then they grow up to be really, wounded women, and that narrative they need for change. We get for see how we able for make sure say in those instances the focus is on that child, whether boy or girl.
And also a bad thing about that, I came to realize that having like also come up and when I adopted somebody, but I won't say incest within the family, and according to what I learned, biologically it's something that brings forth children that might have disabilities.
Yes, because we did last week we did talk about chromosomes, why we talk about building blocks. There are certain things why you need for go find somebody far for Launa join. Because the chances for Launa get certain things then they certain building blocks and they will get when they show out because then they of lesser value. So now if I can't to me brother, I can't to me papa, I can't to me, then it means to say you just a join or two, then yes, as you say, abnormalities then for sure can happen. I mean, that's a secondary issue because whether the picking get abnormality or not, you still don't, you still don't want so that's a secondary issue. The primary thing is how for make sure because again within our families, I'm gonna say that protective thing what they do for the adults, we need for change the narrative for make sure say the protection is for the child. Because I should say that picking they watch at 8, 9, 10. Who do I talk to? If my mama know, if I go talk to other person, first of all, and I already know say they adopt me, who do they protect me in that situation? It's sad. It's sad all around.
I know, right? And in situations like that, they're just you are a guy need for do nothing but because already the family don't do nothing but. But anyway, besides that, there are other underlying factors that usually we'll go say they bring with all kind of that place there. Like for example, would you say, and it's not a question I ask you now, would you say the way a child, because I know call her a girl, but a child because that's not picking, would you say the way a child carry herself to a large extent is a contributing factor why she will be subject to abuse or
rape? You mean rape?
Yeah.
Oh no. Listen. That narrative of Ibi wear short skirts in Bobby Bidenado, that narrative I'm not now they ask me not as a doctor, they ask me as a woman. Me.
Yeah.
No, that narrative now definitely there's something called self-respect. And when you say child. Now if you say child, I think for Salon waiting at adult age to 21.
Yeah.
So if you say anybody within less than that, if person come on at home, Usai, Mama Day, Papa Day, certainly it go dress a certain way for commonado. But that narrative of saying it be wear short skirts now make them do and so, no, I think that's old. I think say we definitely don't come up and in this day and age. Listen, the same way how we raise we girls then forget self-respect, it's the same way how we for the raise we boys then forget self-respect. The issue of consent and knowing say even if now you girlfriend, even if now you wife, I believe if the idea of consent is extremely important. Let we not go around and feel like for say there isn't anything called rape in marriage. Because I have had those situations as well.
You've heard them?
No, I've had people. I've seen people in that situation. So like let we not just say like there isn't. The idea of consent is important. Yes, we expect everybody for comport themselves, we expect everybody for dress appropriately, but the narrative of saying because you wear this now make this happen, no, that does not work.
That does not work. So that just for clarify what you would say, that consent matter inside the married part where you just touch half.
Every side in life.
You mean like the woman or the man with somebody else can't try for rape there or how waiting inside the consent connect?
Consent means to say, especially when we talk about sexual relations. Now agreements between two people then for say they can't engage in sexual activity. At any point in time, whether or not the man or the woman get right for say are no longer interested.
You mean even if they don't married?
Yes, because even in a marriage, it don't mean to say. I mean, listen, it don't mean to say you just say. There has to be an agreement.
Agreement after don't married you?
Oh yes, Lawrence. This woman is a human being. In the same way, the man is a human being. There is something called consent.
How would the easy make they ask with this much detail? Also because me no know. And because I know want somebody out there for Sidom and they think there with that because we don't get the kind of thoughts there. Like somebody they say they married not for sex. In fact, it's so common, especially in the provinces, that you go find out say some man go come, even when it come to the point where they can't for married you, then they come to people and say, oh, I don't see. So I be like I walk in down a free tongue will say, I don't see fine flower now you garden. This that also done in the cow too. I say, I want you picking for sex. Now better how married them for. So at the end of the day, when they married you under their terms and they and you people then agree. And you can now, and you want to begin to talk about consent, and then what you face. By the way, not like I said, that's why you far away. We don't even hear inside this very same studio.
Say waiting.
With people they call, they talk about them. Say
so the moment you're married.
Say some countries they accept that say, and they give them picking to you for sex. So definitely in a thing way, it's frowned at, yes. But it's happening. Just like I say something and they will not like it happen. Yes, it happen.
Okay, so there are certain subjects where I would say to each his own. But I think say if me as a women's advocate, me as a human's advocate, I believe say the man get rights for say no in the same way how the woman get rights for say no. I mean, I just feel like for say even as a couple, whether not girlfriend, boyfriend, whether not married, whatever the case may be, there has to be an agreement because whatever it is, it's supposed to be mutually beneficial, mutually satisfying. So if there is no agreement and there is no consent, I don't know.
You see, these consents matter, but this is the one thing talk just now about mutually beneficial. In a situation in which we have kids having sex, how is that mutually beneficial?
No. Let's go back into a marital sense because they say I'm married. The narrative is I'm married for sex. So I just say what I'm gonna say. In the same way, you care about your partner, female, male. So there has to be an agreement. Enough for today, right now, that kind of feeling. That's all I'm saying.
So we all know you and clear, just in case you don't marry the woman. Wait till you say no, yeah, be at today. Sometimes it's really tough, and it's really tough when you go some people in situations and circumstances, and which you be able for know before time for save them from the whole thing, and you really can't do much because when they're going to explain to you certain things them and how they go about their own I would say their own married, how they go about have their own relationship, how they don't they relate with themselves from pape to pape, and you're like, you know for don't shock said this happened. Look how I wanna start or look how I wanna start. But anyway, not a relationship counseling we can hold. They talk about abortion. The abortion they talk about. So with all of this, there's a reason why we don't pass common things that we don't come up from consent. We don't talk a little bit also about rape cases. We don't talk a little bit about incest. We don't talk about some few exemptions that we believe say really need for the inside the law for make people then go able for, I would say, somehow manage the different situations that we then go defend themselves in because of this whole rape issue or unfortunate circumstances which might come up based on their medical conditions. But my understanding, there are other underlying factors that really lead to abortion. We'll get for talk a little bit about. But when we come back, we'll get for open the phone lines for make yourself able for feel free for give yourself your own start. Maybe you get story we go on for share it we. Maybe you yourself now somebody we don't go through abortion before and you don't get a negative experience. We go like for me you call and share. For me somebody out there before I know say this is not something for balance. And there are also other things that we're going to talk about. But no worry, if we come back very soon, just stay tuned to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We will be back.
Mama, you have some clothes? Mama! What do you they do?
I don't saw the skirt though, I just need to talk about left.
What do you mean by not saw the skirt? Mama service not start and they keep on saying
give me 25 minutes, man. I just need to talk about wait.
Mama, I don't get time.
Wait, 25 minutes.
Lights don't go.
Okay, mommy, you know waiting lights don't go. So wait my one go quick up like this junction. I'm go buy headset to put on.
Mama,
give me 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes and they can't put
headset agent on Sunday. But you not get free money.
A free money?
Give me your meter number.
Oh,
you they pay me money back.
What do you mean? 00.
Don't let lights out affect your work. Use AfriMoney to buy top up for your headset meter. Dial *161 *2 *1 hash now and top up your headset meter anytime, any day.
Mommy, the lights don't crack. AfriMoney na magic, mommy. Mommy, you talk, mommy. You kind of there.
Mama, make look.
AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Because you care about the
Some people don't know what's in this up these days. They don't even they call check on me these days. They don't know if I'm okay, now they check on me these days. They don't know if I'm happy, now they check on me these days. Yeah. They go only show you love when you gone, but they don't know say this life not turn. Show me love, show me love. The time when me there alive. Show me love, show me love. The time when me there alive. You know when I'm gone. You like say, then I know you. Now your problem carry angle. Nobody not go show up. Nobody you go find them alone. Nobody not go help me, yo. This war where we there, people know I help. Not so we the fight them they go. My best friend is the only one who brings all the best in me. Yes, I need someone who go invest in me. Show me love, show me love, the time when me there alive. Show me love, show me love, the time when me there alive. You know when I'm gone, 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 gone. Show me love, know when I am gone.
We na RC Bank with Usim Kopo, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank, of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world outside you day.
We na master sabi for digital banking business na Salon.
Na RC Bank, now we get the best low interest rate na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank, we ATM dey support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank, we dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-copper, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with me. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, another year, we na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan Banking Business na Mama Salon.
Michel Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to homes, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michel Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michel Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
On the cross you were crucified, yeah. On the cross you were crucified. By the blood I am sanctified, yeah. By the blood I am purified. Father, you are the way, the truth, and the light, yeah. Only you are the way, the truth, and the light, Yahweh, yeah. On the cross you were crucified, yeah. On the cross you were crucified. By the blood it was ratified, yeah. By the blood it was sanctified. That only you are the way, the truth, and the light, yeah. Only you are the way, the truth, and the light, Yahweh, yeah, yeah. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. You are amazing, Jesus. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. Yes, Jesus, you are amazing. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. There's none like you, Jesus. You are amazing. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. Amazing, God, you are. Let us praise Him. Come let us praise Him. Let us praise Him. Come 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 let us praise Him. Amazing God, you are to me. Thank you for the praise. Amazing God, you are to me. Amazing God, you are to me. Thank you for the praise. Amazing God, you are to me. On the cross you were crucified, yeah. On the cross you were crucified. It's not like you, Jesus, Jesus. By the blood I am sanctified, yeah. By the blood I am justified. Father, you are the way, the truth, and the light, yeah. Only you are the way, the truth, and the light, Yahweh, yeah. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. You are amazing, Jesus, yeah. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. You are the all-powerful Jesus. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. You are amazing, you are amazing. You are amazing, God, you are amazing. Amazing, God, you are. Amazing, God, you are for today. Thank you for the praise. Amazing, God, you are to me. Incredible Jesus, that's amazing, God, you are for today. Thank you for the praise. Amazing, God, you are to me. You are amazing. Amazing God, you are to me.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything. And I mean everything. It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything. And I mean everything.
Hello, Farmville Demo. Now, good morning, and welcome once again to the brunch show brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry. You know, saying that so we like on our business so much that anything they make, we all as our lone man then go before. Now they fit for do, which is why we are having this conversation here today. Just in case you don't know, this is 97.1 FM. And if you want to get a far better, I would say, experience of this conversation, please just go down on YouTube and just type Radio Fry, click on the live feed, and you're able to see we face them, get a far more virtual and visual experience. I know say you want to get a better morning than now. So until your morning sweet small, I want to make your morning far better, especially if you're not man. It's nice to start your day with a beautiful face. Just make you get some medicinal pictures then today from very, very, very nice picture. It's kind of me. I don't say that like what I can do so. Like for so we have those of me one getting now. So today, of course, I get with me right here in the studio, Dr. Wui.
Dr. Frances Ramaturi, yes.
Yes, you know like who they call the other name, but who they call the other name today.
Frances Ramaturi, yes. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get her in the studio. And of course, today we're going to talk about abortion. We're going to talk a little bit about them and also the different underlying factors, the issues there where they come with them as well. But we want for now give you the opportunity for also be a part of this conversation. But before that, we just want to start like how we usually start. Get Papa God out there and also try to get a quote of the week and we'll come to Dandy. So the verse of the day comes from Psalm 127 from verse 3 to 5, and it says, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of our youth. Blessed is a man who fills his quiver with them." If you want to get sharp arrow, there you go, is for defend yourself. Born picky when you young. Now go wait stay old like a we kind of mean papa no born me say he old 60 something yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
He nothing about it right because he done they born before. Now me not being the last one if they defend me. But imagine say been born maybe old 20 something or 30 something for we don't play football together. But it all 60 it's for we do now. So you see, try for born you picking early, make you able for enjoy, and basically that's what the scripture is talking about. And of course we got a quote of the week where they come up from Leon Nissan, and he says, "Every cliche about kids is true. They grow up so quickly, you blink and they are gone." Yeah. So spend the time you have with them now. That's the joy. And sure say you spend the time you get with your picking now, especially this time when you the guma you and say no, yes, come, go. Do all that able for do for enjoying them moments and they get for kind for tell you say, "Mommy, no, this time be life." Reality at the end of life that day, all man the men picking for me the picking common house. So just accept Stanley and enjoy picking right now. And look how we done with Dandy, of course I want to make yourself now get the opportunity for talk. So what will they do? We'll open the phone lines. Number for call now 088-971-971 for make yourself go able for make your contribution. The number again for call now 088-971-971. Feel free for call, ask a question, give your contribution. If you get a story behind our experience behind abortion, I really go encourage Dandy, because not like I said, it's kind of scared somebody out there already listen to the program. But I believe hearing the experiences of others can help we most of the time. It's so important for hearing the experiences of other people that really so important. Even inside Papa God, the importance. Once and now, yeah, life. So try your best to like share that. If you know somebody where they afraid for share for yourself, or for talk button, feel free for just drop a comments at the YouTube comment side, and we will definitely read that before the program done. Yeah. So we're going back into the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember saying before they come back, man, Dr. Wuribi, they get 2-3 jam. But this whole abortion thing, not the abortion thing really, they know. Remember we talk about this consent business. We talk small about how this consent issue is so for time, and say inside the context of marriage, they can say it's possible for me to get PWF, just in case you don't know. Yes, man. It's possible, mm-hmm. And the reason they make it possible now, you ask her, he say no, they still want force. Mm-hmm. So for to me, if he's married, not so married, another work. But you see, there is also a reason behind that. I not believe say you as a man go to receive consistent enough from a woman the way they do or they treat well. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, why making it say
right?
My brother, because usually at home meet up woman, they say the man, they say no, but in the day back, no make a no.
Yeah, it goes both ways for sure.
So just in case you na woman or you na man and they receive a lot of no's, please check what you they do for actually warrants that no they, and if you know no actually warranted, for no say you don't get help mates on side. But at the end of the day, today we topic now abortion. So we know they can't talk about infidelity. We'll go into that. They will just want for like make certain things and clear and make we bring down the up. But even as we talk about abortion, I'll be one for more. We talk a little bit about wisdom, because you don't talk about how well we need for use contraceptives, them especially for prevent yourself from all them things and but I'll be one for me. We talk about this whole abortion thing a little bit from the medical point of view. Like almost, are there cases out there where they make woman know, where they make fine for make woman even think about giving birth to a child, where they put a woman in a position where he go biologically not safe for born picking?
And biologically we see
because I try my best not for Carolina.
So yes, we mentioned like certain underlying conditions the older woman go gets, maybe certain heart condition where when you pregnant, you increase your blood flow, you increase the amount of water we get in your system. It put a lot of load on your organs, your kidneys. It put a lot your heart. It put a lot of load. So certain women, they will get certain heart condition, for example. If you get certain kidney condition, for example, it's not safe. It not go safe for you carry a pregnancy. Sometimes in pregnancy also you can get complications. Law we say hypertension, certain type of hypertension, like what we call preeclampsia, where woman then can get in pregnancy. If you get down there, one of the sentences we woman and not like for a from a gynecologist, now that way they say now you are the priority. You as the woman we carry the pregnancy, not the baby. The baby comes secondary. Because when you're fine, most likely the baby's fine. And same way, if something wrong with you, there's a chance there's something also wrong with the baby, right? So like in certain situations, the pressure they go up. It unbog other organ systems there within your body. The right thing for do if the pressure not able to come down. Now, follow we ask you say we need for end the pregnancy or save your life. So even though again when we talk about timeline, I talk about these 7 months. If we get this conversation before 7 months, it's termed still an abortion. But it come up from we now where they say for your life. We need for end this pregnancy. You understand? So definitely conditions like that they day. You mentioned sickle cell. Sickle cell trait. Now something we common at this part of the world. It's fine. Now something where most people can get it. Trait of itself is no issue. One of the things that we talked about last week was what we talk about pre-conceptual counseling, like making sure that you know what in the man gets, you self know what you get before you join. Because if you get traits, the man self get traits, there is a 25% chance say una dey born pikin wey get the disease.
Hmm.
So it means to say, so we're not able to do certain, genetic testing, but abroad where they go able to don't know already say this pikin, so there's a chance say it could get the disease as opposed to just the trait.
Okay.
Then I a decision for now, because obviously that is a lifelong something where you know, so like for say there's a cure for, especially in this part of the world. But what's important is on just know say there are certain conditions for answer your question where go affect the woman, where go make carrying a pregnancy no safe for her. Yeah, for sure. If God don't make, it don't carry one, maybe certain conditions that we just start, it don't go, that person able to deliver you, baby, go talk to you, say, I don't think so if I do this again, no. And again, talk about contraception, no. But again, if you, this will say you get to a point where the contraception, no, you not take. The belly, you go fend back. The conversation go still be, hard for say, please, this pregnancy, so for you on life, you need for be terminated.
Okay. So also when it comes to compatibility, because you be talk about certain things that you go find inside the man in genes and certain things you go find inside your own genes. Now just this whole small say disease the way sometimes una go share or things that una go get we not good for me una two get together. Now it go stop una from actually being able to bring forth a healthy baby, or is it that there are other things that can actually affect you that is not even we don't call it disease, it's just that your genes do not.
Yes, so we come by the building blocks of life. Basically, yes, Nadande. Again, why make we the advocate for conceptual counseling? I feel like I'm going back to my point. Because what's important is getting to that decision for, say, me and you, there's a chance. Say me and you keep able for make a picking. We considering with family history, considering which you get now, considering which me get now, if possible, all to meet and able for get a healthy baby. So all landing for be the discussions before you get pregnant. Not when you're already pregnant, for be before you get pregnant.
So that means the best thing where anybody can do long before they think say for married, now for go try for do that stuff they with the person who are married a long time.
Yes, but I also bring out a point. Minus mama, minus papa. Where a fetus, where the baby they grow inside the mama in belly. So many things of how things then they happen are just chance.
Okay.
For sure, certain medication will cause issues. Now make you find what they say, but woman for take all kind of thing. Your doctor for discuss for late take. But minus medication, not just chance how things there. You don't see picking when they born, you get half an. You don't see picking there when they born, get different kind of abnormalities there. Yeah, so picking them with conjoined twins, all of those things, right? I'm just saying the importance again of antenatal clinic. Then a clinic where you go where you get belly now. Now because you want for also make sure say una go don't do all the checks before una even get belly. Una don't get the belly now, and then God in your wisdom decide say issues then they deal with the pikin. Or they talk about congenital abnormalities. Because certain issues then they where you go no say you and your doctor go discuss and una go no say this where this pikin born, the chances of lay live is slim.
Okay.
You understand? That's now also situations where your doctor will talk to you say, we probably for terminate this pregnancy. You understand what I'm trying to say? So sometimes they're not just about the woman and in your health, sometimes they're about the baby and the chances of survival after delivery. Yes.
Okay. Well, this is scary. It's actually really scary because at this point I don't feel like I say before self you didn't think of forget like don't begin a big God once and may not be top issue.
Oh God.
No, sorry.
Now God they in charge of all things. I mean I don't think say prayer and because there are so many women, obvious myself included, where you do worry, am I picking girl for day, am I picking girl for day, am I picking you just do your own part. That's the only thing. So something and they completely out of your control and not just chance as to waiting there because you get picking it, mama do all thing right, papa do all thing right, but then you get heart issue. The heart's not formed the way I form. You can't control those things. Yeah.
So I want to ask this question because I feel like we have to come now to mostly the preventive measures that we could be taken for make this whole thing as so of we having abortion all over the place reduced. And of course we know now say the youths them of today they're very sexually active.
Right.
Well, very, very sexually active.
Right.
The kind of music they the kind of everything is telling us exactly what we are seeing and what we're experiencing. The question now is, how can we? Because we don't talk about having the conversation, but besides having a conversation, because sometimes, let's be honest, speaking and they will with the advice and they take
that is true. That is true.
Speaking and they with the advice, somebody can say that so you pass it, go.
And you see, that's also part of puberty and coming of age. That feeling of I'm gonna pass you, which you they tell me, or you too old. Yeah, that feeling there for sure. That's also part of the puberty phase. Yeah.
So, like, what do you think else can be done besides just advice, besides just encouragement? Because to a certain extent, encouragements don't feel very small.
So the advice and the encouragement are in place, but certainly these are not one time. You know, it's like this is not like a one time. Today I don't advise that. I don't done. It's not like that. It's a conversation that should be happening within these homes on a daily basis. I feel like you guys, beginning nowadays, stubborn. Beginning nowadays, they do
basically what's in the
as bad as that sounds, right? But parents, I think, it's a difficult job. Parenthood is hard. It is very hard. But I just feel like saying that, like a constant check-in that needs to happen, because that whole thing of Kalago check you if you're not a virgin doesn't work. There are so many things we go make the high men with, and they go check for no day. But like that does not work. I mean, I just feel like the conversation is the most important thing. Creating that environment, they will start picking the way go tell for come back so I can talk to my mama or can't talk to my auntie. And no say we get that cultural thing at for like say God picking can't talk to him papa. Although I've seen those. Like I've had single dads with daughters.
But
yes,
when you get to when you meet up, it's special. It's just
beautiful.
Oh my God.
Because I think a dad in a girl's life is important, because then it gets to see the example of what she deserves sometimes, especially if you get a good papa, you get to see an example of what you deserve, and especially if that papa they go all out for make sure say you're educated, you get what you need, because then nobody they can't fool you say can I give you this, because after all papa they give me an house, you know what I mean? So those relationships are special. So the parenthood, as difficult as it is, I think it's very important that parents and just continue. It's a long haul fight. It is not a one time thing. But to be honest with you, Lawrence, I feel like it's a continual conversation, because you need to say you lucky picking house, you need to say no go get paddy. There are so many avenues for letting go out. I just feel like you just need for get an open conversation for sure.
So how do you keep a platform like that open? Because at the end of the day, you go say some parents and go try their best and try to bring this conversation to them, picking them one time. But if they don't bring the conversation, the picking never bring the conversation. What do you do to ensure that platform is open? Is it that you have to find a way to create some kind of a timetable, like every Sundays we are having conversation?
Okay, that is not for me for dictate.
I'm just saying, like from a parent's point of view, what would you say you would do for your own kids if they be at that stage?
My kids are almost 12 and 10.
This
conversation already. No. So you see, I also do adolescent. I do adolescent classes.
Okay.
Where I get a bunch of young people between 12 and 16 for we have these conversations.
12 and 16.
People in the beginning, they start for see them period now by 10.
True.
So it's like, when is too early?
Okay.
It's beginning they begin seeing period by 10, 9. I don't get a 9-year-old. We don't begin seeing period. So again, this 9 they say waiting before maybe not say 16, 17. You they say, okay, I get time. You don't. The earlier the conversation, the better, because then you don't lay the groundwork. So me not going for tell any parents they do a monthly do and this, but the conversation has to be initiated from the adult them, not the person in life. And not see say any pikin go come and just say, oh, I'm allowed to talk to you about this today. No. You get for don't see say it's safe. I mean, there's respect for sure. So I don't think say any pikin go just can say Kala can't talk to you. But now you they able for guide the conversation. But clearly if you're not equipped or able for guide the conversation, take the pikin to a pediatrician, take the pikin to a gynecologist. They're equipped for get that conversation day.
So what if not you can say
now
you,
blind
you,
you,
yeah,
because you always tell me that's now blind you.
Who that you go
There
to?
is an auntie some side. You know, every family get out one auntie.
We go must know
where
that's there.
you know for talk certain thing there in a way where yes, there's a level of respect because she's an adult, but there's a level of camaraderie where you able to say, you know, I will talk to this person. I will all family get out one person. Where you able to talk to about anything. So it's possible. I think say yes, it's going to say but I just know one law we feel like for say it is like go find out for himself. The world will teach him. I don't really want that because that's when all these negative results come forward.
You know, I have to firstly commend you for the class you say you have for kids. Like me, I don't think so valuable than the salon we made the past we talk so it's like shocking to me for me. It's like news.
So again, because Abide gets them parents, so they come in and seeking help, which is rightly so. You know, like for say me picking on begin pool bobby, me girl picking on begin pool bobby, don't begin same period, and now they afraid to say this they can go get better. So I'll need person for talk to her. Clearly. We will get to that conversation there. But I thought, okay, instead of the do you can today one can. So like the first 3 times we did, I think it was like 30 or so. The time where the hospital with the Wilkinson Road.
Wow.
But then a month ago we did for boys. We had 25 young boys.
Wait. I don't understand. What's the boys then in for land boss, by the way? Period?
You see, no, of course not. Boys they need for learn about the changes where they happen with their body. Boy picking a need for learn about responsibility. See, not to girl picking more to get belly by himself. So if the boy picking already know self-respect, no responsibility, the rates what they get of teenage pregnancy also could be reduced. So we talk about hygiene. We talk about grooming. So I recruit 2 of my colleague male doctors and I then lead that session day. It was very informative, but also what he showed me is that these boys know a lot more than we think they know. Because my colleagues then go just sit down for and say, so una sabi but so and they were just, you know, talking. And I was amazed.
Now the world over there, information
I was amazed.
is everywhere.
But I don't think say it makes sense for just concentrate on girls. Because I say not to the girl, then they get developed by themselves. The boys are so important in that conversation. Same way we talk about women's health, men are so important in that conversation.
At this point, I have to ask, what are you doing to have this kind of class come from 30, 40 girls or boys to something like 100 or 1,000? Because I feel like at this point, everybody in Sierra Leone should get their kids there. Even if you're old, you need for the day, because some people in they way old and not go really know them things and they need for pass it on to somebody one day.
So small numbers are good because you want to create a space where people don't feel comfortable for talk. So small numbers are good. You don't want like say, oh, I shame because it's person day, this and that. So we try to do it every 3 months. Like this July, we did hold for girls as well. Where we could do now we center. Again, in different girls, but we can usually get 1 or 2 from previous sessions. Because if I let themselves give, you know, what yes, exactly, which they don't learn before, how then they don't help them. And it's kind of like a big sister kind of environments, because that person we don't date part of them before can now able for, you know, educate their wife so back and date part of it. And that's the most important thing. When you've learned something and you feel like for say something to help you in your own life, how do you pay it forward? How do you ensure say my small sister within our house or my small cousin himself gets the information? So we get a lot of information out there, but it's about the right information.
Yeah. Anyway, I have to say kudos. Right?
Thank you.
I wish I had something like that coming up they can for we everything that internet will find out for we self.
Yeah.
We thank God, say God help we navigate through the internet because the rubbish back waiting at the internet.
Well, that's the thing, sieving through the right information and age-appropriate information as well. So the conversation is never just one thing. So like I mentioned, like my kids, obviously waiting at the tell me on picking there, waiting at the tell 16-year-olds, completely different. So age-appropriate information is also very important. Wow. Yeah.
Well, I feel like your kids are blessed. They're not going for the go to school till they talk about so, and they're too equipped. You know, they have it at home.
No, in terms of knowledge, in terms of like just, and again, because I know why the person getting the wrong information. And I think maybe all of that's Nike like spur me on for say, okay, we need for get to a place who say, Mama, they not feel like say, hey, I'll for talk this talk. Hey, if I talk this talk, not to make. No, it's not like that. I love seeing those relationships where, you know, a 16, 17-year-old or 15-year-old gets with a mama, when they come together, when they talk about, you know, period issues or whatever it is. Like, I love seeing those relationships because it means to say, future-wise, you know, the first point of call. When something is amiss or something, they worry them or something go wrong, now you first they can tell, not to the next party. You know what I mean? I think that's important.
So, jumping a little bit back to, I would say, the unfortunate cases, that, like, for example, the rape cases and stuff. Would you say in any way that, to a certain extent, the encouragement of male dominance in our society has, I would say, somehow contributed to the amount of rape cases and sexual molestation that women would say they go through that usually lead to things like this?
We see male dominance. Hasn't that always been the case? Like, what do you mean by male dominance?
If Nanande always don't be the
like,
case.
Like, we say male dominance, like male now waiting, like for say Bokuman or what?
No, when I say male dominance, I mean the fact that men have been given this authority to a certain extent. It almost, a lot of women feel like they should be crippled by the presence of a man in a room.
No, I don't think
like,
so.
I don't talk about you who go school. I'm talking about let's think about the provinces.
Okay, so for sure, I know say we get societal norms.
Okay,
we all, whether you go school or not go school, a man is the head of a home. Whatever. That's
home or not to all side.
Well, in a home.
Yeah.
So you talk about which age now? Not so in a home you talk about.
I talk about naturally everywhere because, like, for example, before this program happened, I had to like go and watch through a lot of different ladies that have been able to come out with their abuse issues and stuff like that.
So
and most of the time they will say it's the older uncle, the father's brother, the older brother, and it is male figures that they are afraid of. And they are always so afraid to even talk about it because of how much, I would say, respect.
Yes, and that's unfortunate because certainly if you didn't have power of esteem or you didn't have power of a level of a position of esteem or position of power and you take advantage of that, and it's unfortunate. Yes, I understand the fact that if person get money or if person get power, if something like that and they happen, you feel like, oh, that could believe me. If I talk and say how that they go happen. Yes, but again, when we stop making these subjects taboo, now that stigma that woman no wants, I'm making no one talk about them. Now that feeling like for say, if I go lay complaints on site, they're not get for believe me because the man go say, you agree. Like, you be say yes, that kind of feeling there. But yes, I do believe that there are some men who feel like we say, I'm untouchable. I can do anything and it does not matter. That's for sure. But I think we get for change the narrative for, obviously, for blame the people in way na survivors of sexual abuse. We get for change the narrative for like be like for say yes we believe. Now I will say I've had situations where person say yes this person abused me and that was not the case. I have seen that. You know, but I'm saying majority of women, because not so like a light thing for just, you know, oh, person touch me. Yeah, it's not something where you just want to talk no more for toxic. So most women that do come up with that allegation, because there's some truth and it's genuine, there's some truth in it. So yes, I feel like for say whether or not person where they in a village or person we get money or person we get power, it should not matter. I feel like for say anybody will take advantage, again consent, anybody will take advantage of another person, there should be repercussions for sure. I believe that, and I think say more women than they learn for come and talk, and sometimes not to just talk, but pursuing this full extent of the law for see how it be to say whoever not the perpetrator able for be, prosecuted if possible.
Another unfortunate reality we'll get, of course, now, Salona, the fact, say, now it's seeming to be a common thing now, say, sugar relationships, I would say.
Like sugar daddy, you mean?
Sugar daddy,
Oh, okay.
sugar
Sugar
mommy,
okay.
whatever. These sugar relationships are now a thing, and for some reason, even the wives are not able to do much about it. Most of the time, the husbands are not able to do much about it. It's just, hey, my wife don't begin keep other person. Oh, my man don't begin keep other person. And they can't go that side. There's a reason why I'm taking it to this place, and it's because, let's be very frank, when young girls get, I would say, affiliated with husbands,
an older man,
the guy is definitely not going to want a child. And most of the time, these are the people that you're having.
Okay, so I get that point. Okay, listen, again, you have to, different reasons as to why make person engage in such relationships. There could be a financial thing, there could be a 90 help me for go before, what kind of thing. I don't, not so many place for judge last
I'm just looking for how we settle these things. How is it that we can like find a way out of these things becoming a norm? Because for now, it's unfortunate. I'm not for either. I remember a guy that was talking to me. He's like 30 years old, and he was telling me once about him driving into his home very, very late. It was like sometime around, let's say it was like 11, 12, and then he saw this 8-year-old girl. 8-year-old girl at Lumley walk up to him in that pitch dark night and told him, "Uncle, Uncle, you okay?" He said, "Yeah." And eventually the pikin said, he said, Uncle, Uncle, you know, okay. He said, "No, he must service you. I come, I take care of you well."
You know,
and
those
he was
situations. My God, those situations are rather unfortunate. But I think obviously poverty gets a lot.
That's poverty.
Poverty gets a lot for data, and obviously parents feeling so disillusioned, and they feel like they're the only winner basically for sell you picking. Because I don't think say an 8-year-old will come up by himself. Somebody has to be behind that. Yes, so unfortunately there are situations like nowadays, right? But I think in that case it's just it starts from the home. But it's unfortunate. I know that people then can be in certain situations when they feel like they, get much of an option.
Yeah.
And really, that is a hard one.
And the amount of picking they also with dinner state right now.
That is also true. And then person will take advantage of them as well. In that case, yes, that's very true.
So
I understand.
If we're talking about abortions and we're talking about it's
and
like the rates coming down.
Unsafe abortion in that case.
Like we have to start thinking about how would they able to get less picking at the streets. Or we think about how would they get with citizens then for willingly choose for help picking them rather than try for use them for appease their sexual desires, then they say that they help them. Because these are the things that are happening now, because obviously you have too many kids out there trying to make it. Unfortunately, we have very few people willing to help them for nothing in return. All man, they look for barter exchange. It's not making sense.
I think definitely the rate of poverty is something we can contribute. And I make a talk earlier in terms of finances. It's like, as you say, barter. What do I give you and what do you give me? And then you get locked in certain situations. Where the only option is to have an abortion. But quite clearly, and maybe the woman or that person they within that situation, they may not know about how do I protect myself. And especially in the kind of financial barter system, they will not so maybe you get the upper hand for say I choose to protect myself. All of the incident they can happen where maybe go lead to unwanted pregnancies and abortions. Now, the unfortunate thing again is just the fact that most women go seek backdoor abortion methods. And then bring the complications of that in a hospital. And now not even make light of the fact that, as I mentioned, the complication, you can bleed, boku, you need transfusion, you probably go get sick, you can die during the backdoor stuff. You know, you can have long-standing fertility issues, especially if you do repeated abortions, surgical means or whatnot. But also, I think the waiting I also want for say, even though we're saying abortion is illegal in Sierra Leone, for a woman who gets herself caught up in an unfortunate situation and wants to have an abortion, wants to get rid of a pregnancy, I don't think I want to make light of the psychological issues of that choice.
Okay.
You know, because we talk a lot about choice. It's a choice. Na me body, na me rights, na me this, and all the rest of it. But I don't think there are that many women where they do that and they just frivolously. And they talk about mature women and they talk about, you know, girls. Because for a little woman gets to a point and say, I want to, there has to be a lot of thought process going on here. And even after she goes through with it, there's usually guilt. There's usually, you know, that kind of feeling there. So I don't want to make light of a choice. And when a woman makes a choice to say, I don't feel like I say right now this pregnancy is for me. And again, I talk about a mature person, a responsible person makes that decision. There is usually long-standing effect of such a decision.
So if let's say somebody's in the place where he or she, it's a he, she is definitely trying to ponder the different things that might be the elements that should be considered before making a decision like that. Can you please highlight these issues?
So, like for say, yes, I say if you know say you're in a relationship, you're not sure if you're picking for the on contraceptive. But we all know things happen. I've had like patients who will come and say, I don't want this pregnancy because this man that married me, or people didn't say the man for married me before I, you know, continue with Andy. So it's a lot of, so she wants the pregnancy, but she also wants the man. And if the man is not interested in a marriage, or if the man is not interested, the man will say like, I want you, but I don't want this pikin right now.
Okay.
Or if you can born the pikin, but I married you. There's a whole lot of, you know, thought process because remember in family, because again, we in a cultural society where waiting most women want now for say, la married, then are born.
Okay.
Like not a lot of women they want the idea of la gebelela born the pikin, then later on we go married. What if you not married me? What if I go for another man back? You go want this me pikin why I don't born? Like there's a whole lot of thought process that women go through in this part of the world. So I don't want let we make light of a situation like for say, person could just say, well I can't pull this belly. She must have thought it through. She must have debated, you know, what's right for me. What me mama say, what me papa say. Because sometimes no matter how old you be, it still goes back to that. What me mama say, what me papa say, before you make, you know, certain decisions. Yeah. So I think say we don't highlight like for say, okay, we're trying to say young girls should certainly not be having sex. And there are cases where now young girls they're most likely to go seek unsafe abortions. But I also want to steer the conversation for say there are women we may be in a long-standing relationship, we may also be married for whatever reason, and then still choose not to keep certain pregnancy. Say, for example, if a woman don't born 5, 6, again, one of the conversation we had when I was doing that show with that lawyer was, the woman, for salon, it's almost as if now the man and the woman for give permission for say, let we do like tie the tube. Or say this you don't done for born now. If the man say no, you man most likely not go just say, well, I'm a body, time with you. They go back to a man for say what you say. Rightly so, it's a union. But the effects, the health effects of having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children is squarely on you. You know what I mean? So even though we want let it be to say there's a discussion, we want let it be to say there's an agreement, you still get to go back and ask that man the permission or consent for able for agree or let you stop for born. But there are effects. So now if that woman they gets belly number 6, number 7, and she wants to terminate it because the member say, me health though, me this so, Me that or maybe man, if I tell her I no go agree, the law does not cover that. You understand, eh? So they're all then tweaks then they, and even when they talk about contraception, even minus the old tie tube, even the regular, we don't talk about either the pillow, the injection or whatever, married women still have to go ask
their husbands
for consent for say Uswan we go take, because it's we. It's never me. It's Uswan we go take. So if the man say no, I don't think say for take anything. I know I like ambog, because that's usually what they say. I know I like ambog system.
That's just the only thing I have heard a lot of guys talk about. Because we don't hear about a lot of diverse effects that with contraceptives, then it gets by woman. I remember a lady that told me, because I asked her a question. Not like I say, "Na sabi de wa just sabi." And overnight, I just inside 1 month, I see the lady, the guy person, don't full up like. I'm like, what's up? What's it up? Who said anybody come on? He said, now the captain ban. I'm like,
so for sure, different contraception methods and they act on different people their body, right? But nothing so you go take high happy to your party to all man, which is why again before you start a method you check talk to your doctor and see what's right for you for sure. But I'm just saying in situations like that, it's not a thing where most women able for just say I choose or take this. There has to be a conversation, and so woman they will find themselves in that bind of say me man say no I not for take, and then I get pregnant. Where this na me number 6, number 7. I remember what I want for do with my life, or I remember how to take care of the one then day. Those are difficult situations as well.
In a situation in which you have a man that does not want you to take, but he's not contributing towards the children, what do you do?
Oh no, Danny, now you owe.
Now you like
I don't get involved in that. I don't get involved in that. But yeah, so I just say for not to that kind liberal society who say woman just work and say I want this. Period. There has to be that discussion, especially if you're married. Yeah, but no, that situation if they need to take care of the beginning, that is beyond me.
Anyway, Fambula, if you notice the whole conversation today, I have been asking her different questions, them where they come out from different backgrounds, them from all the different issues that way I would say somehow related to abortion, and there's a reason behind it, because I know say not to one green person they listen to the radio, and the issues then will go connected, where go they affect one man, not to go be if the issue they affect the other man, and there might be a lot of people out there having different things that they need answers to that have not been able to call. So I'm doing my best to ask the questions that might help you wherever you did, or maybe able for noting for consider, how for consider them, and all of those things. But even at that, when you not call, ask for yourself, we can't really cater for you exactly in the way where you go need for be helped. So unfortunately, I will say we come out to the end of the program, and of course I can like forgive Dr. Wori the opportunity for address me with a last word, because usually I think he left the actual cocoa of the matter. So I'm just going to leave you to share with us, like whatever you would have to share with us for will be your last statement.
So basically waiting we the advocate for is that any young girl abstain from sex, and that number one, we want to abstain from any sexual relations. We want it be to say mama and papa, auntie them, but whatever the adults and the O's create an environment where young girls and young boys. So that rephrase, and the young girls and young boys for abstain from sex. That first thing. Mama and papa and whoever then are the host as an adult for create an environment so the young people they are so able for get a conversation, they're able for discuss within their concerns, their fears. If you create that environment, then you know the first person where they likely go can meet for converse with as opposed to somebody else. We want let it be like for say people them adult women they on a contraceptive because we want let it be to say you only they stop a contraceptive if you're sexually active where you're ready for get speaking. Because we want for prevent for let you they get repeated pregnancies where you know want and then they seek out abortion. We want, and I say we because I'm a part of Sierra Leone Association of gynecologist and obstetrician.
Okay.
And so why they use the word we?
We know side the way
The way they come out, right? Because it affects our work. And I think say it's just about policymakers where we know say even though abortion illegal in Sierra Leone, there are certain situations where it will make sense that they're exempted because we priority is obviously the woman's life, but there are certain situations also where it will affect that unborn baby, and we want let it be to say without concern about repercussions or whatnot, the woman and they get the freedom or go through waiting necessary for let it be to say they are also safe. So in a nutshell, I think that's what it is. Just making sure everybody practice safe sex, make sure say you're on contraception, make sure say if you're a young girl, you abstain, and consent. I can't go without saying consent. Consent is very important in any relationship, for sure.
I'm happy that at least today I don't come out that place where not be no say safe sex not so something where they talk but only outside marriage. I always feel say safe sex not for only them people away, no one married but they want to enjoy. But now at least I don't understand say married man, married woman, you gotta think about it, especially when financially they're in that place there. Or they need for more for ad like just like they say you don't get 5 with you, you need 6, 7, 8 for inside this economy. So these are all things to think about. And even as we're talking about that, I want to say I really, really commend you guys, the gynecologist and obstetricians them. Why make us say so? Because truth be told, this is a way through which you can make more money. It's not like it's something that will if it reduces, it will help your financial status. It will actually reduce the workload and also reducing your finances to a certain extent. But you guys are going to the extra mile to get people to know that please still stop, even though you never vex me money. Not the money I want as much as I want we all for actually live a far healthier life, which is hardly found in Sierra Leone. People that are willing to, I would say, to some way somehow come to that place where they can say, I will part with some amount of money just so that we can have a better economy, a better society. And I feel like that is something that is commendable, and we should say thank you to you guys for that. I pray say, we're going to go for supply side when they reduce parcel. And more people are going for listen to Una, because that's the thing. It's not like information is not out there. Sometimes it's just that people are not listening.
Right.
That's just it. Yeah. And I pray that people are able to start listening very soon. But until we meet all back, I believe this is why we come to the end of the program for today. We want to say thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much, Dr. Wogi. I like the other name, or I like for joining, but I join us at the left for the Dr. Wogi no more. But even at that, I also want to say thank you also to the listeners out there, and I want to make Una member. Say throughout this week we got something there for talk about. But July we have a very big surprise for you. July we're going to be talking only about one thing, and that is family issues. So July we're gonna get a lot of psychologists there. We're gonna forget a lot of things that we would face now. We host them. People that we I would say get far more experiences. People that we go down married a long time, old 40 something years married. They will come and share the experience that would be a help. We want to go into family life. For begin for know to, for begin for consider and all of that. So begin think about making your time available for July. But up until that time, just stay tuned to 97.1 FM. Ta-ta.
Mama, you don't saw me clothes? Mama!
Yes.
What do you there do?
I don't saw the skirt now. I just the top number now left.
What do you mean by not saw the skirt? Momo service don't start and they keep for saying
Give me
that.
25 minutes, man. I just the top number. Wait.
Mama, I don't get time.
Wait, 25 minutes. Now I
Lights don't go.
Okay, mommy, you know waiting lights don't go. So wait, I won't go quick up like this junction. I'm going to buy headset to put on.
Mama,
give me 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes and they can't quick.
Headset agent on Sunday. But you not get free money.
I free money.
Give me your meter number.
Oh,
you dey pay me money back.
What do you mean? 00.
Don't let lights out affect your work. Use AfriMoney to buy top up for your EDSA meter. Dial *161 *2 *2 *1 # now and top up your EDSA meter anytime, any day.
Ah, mommy, the lights don't come. I feel money na magic, mommy. Mommy, you tough, mommy. You kind of there. Mama, make clothes.
AfriMoney, quick and easy.